What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 6 of our Medabots Metabee version walkthrough. In the previous video, we got to the bottom of the mystery of the ghost Medabot. We also finished up exploring the whole northern section of the area. In today's episode, we have made our way back to the lab and we're chatting to Miss Nay. And as a reward for everything that we have done and how strong we've gotten, she has rewarded us with another medal. So we're going to come and explore and pick one of these remaining medals. I think we're going to go with the monkey medal and see if we can use that and if we have some useful parts to use with that medal. Our Medabots are coming along nicely. They aren't super strong at the moment. We've got about 2 out of 3 Medabots that are pretty strong. We still need to collect a few more parts to make our third one pretty jacked. After chatting to Professor Nay, we come and catch up with Dr. Aki, and we talk to him about the Medaforce, and we want to know if it's normal for our Medabots to be able to use these special attacks. And he says it is quite special, but all Medabots do have different Medaforce abilities. Ours is just pretty strong. We also leave the broken parts with him. He's going to try and fix them, and he asks us to come back the next day. So maybe those parts will be pretty useful. We can maybe strengthen our third Medabot with those parts. We'll have to see what comes of those. But now, as we leave the lab, Erika catches up to us. And she tells us she's just got the latest Medawatch. So she's really happy about that. And we're pretty confused because we've also got the latest version. And we don't know how our dad actually got the latest Medawatch. It's all a mystery. But we do know it was the Phantom Man who gave it to our father. Next thing, we have a cutscene. And it's got all of the Rubber Robo gang. It looks like they're up to no good. It must be at their hideout or their headquarters. It's all of the top leading members of the Rubber Robos. It looks like they're up to no good and they're trying to make some kind of plan involving an amusement park. So I don't know what that's about, but I'm sure we'll be finding out a bit more later down the line. We go back to our parents, and as we're about to enter, a Medabot drops off a letter, and apparently we have received free entrance to Medabot Island. We ask our mom and dad if they can take us, but unfortunately they're both really busy. But we really want to go. We're not going to give up. So we go to Erika's house next, and she tells us that she's definitely going to Medabot Island. We speak to Erika's mom and we speak to her. Maybe we can tag along with them, I'm not sure, but we go back to our house and ask them one more time. But our father says he's got a business trip and it looks like our family just can't make it. So we're gonna try and go with Erika and her family. Everyone else is going except us, so we're gonna go take a walk to the dock anyway. If we see Erika and she invites us, then we'll definitely go with her. We make our way to the dock and the ship looks absolutely epic. It's like a big shark ship. We bump into Erika and tell her that our parents can't go with us, but she invites us to tag along with her and her mother. So we all board the ship and we make our way to Medabot Island. I've got no idea what's on this island or what's in store for us, but I can't wait to see what it's like and explore it a little bit more. We are feeling a bit down because our mom and dad couldn't join us, but Erika tries to cheer us up, so we're feeling a little bit better. And it looks like we have arrived. We have made it to Medabot Island. And the first thing we encounter is some creepy looking guy. I don't know if he works for the Rubber Robos as well, but he just vanished as well as fast as he came. We enter the main area and it looks like there is loads to explore here. There's multiple buildings and apparently there's some kind of tournament that we can enter. So Erika wants to enter it as well. We agree that we are both going to enter and see how we do. We've just found a restaurant. It's the first building that we have found on Medabot Island. So we're going to explore and chat to everyone in here, see if there's any information or any useful items or anything. It doesn't look like there's all that much to do in the restaurant that's important. Maybe we'll have to come back at a later stage, but we have explored it fully now. We'll probably try and go catch up with Erika and see where she's gone. She did head up north, so we're going to leave the restaurant and head up north as well. It looks like to the left there's some kind of police station. And we have made it all the way up north, and there's a huge building but a long line of people, so we can't enter it yet. We might as well try and explore this little police station and see if there's anything going on. But there's nothing going on in the first room. We go to the second office, and this looks like it's some kind of like hospital almost for people that are feeling unwell. We head over to the western side and we have found a surprise site. This looks like it's the area to enter the tournament, so I'm guessing that Erika must be somewhere around here. There is a room to watch the battles. There's a little seated area for the fans. We come and chat to everyone, and the arena looks amazing. The Medabot referee is there. And we have found Erika in the waiting room. It looks like she is our first opponent. I've got no idea how many people have entered the tournament or how many battles we have to do, but this is going to be a lot of fun. This episode is going to consist of multiple battles. I'm hoping myself or Erika can make it toward the end. It's pretty funny that we battling each other as the first battle. But we'll try our best. We'll see if we can knock her out. We do have 3 Pokemon in our team, and I do have some terrible news. When I made it to Medabot Island, we encountered some wild Medabots, and I actually lost to a group of 3 Medabots, and they took my Medabee's head. My head item. Out of all the items on my team, there's 3 Medabots, and they got an item from Metabee, and it's our head part. So I was really bummed about that. That's why our Metabee doesn't look like Metabee at the moment. And I've got no idea how we're going to get Metabee's head back. How do we get that part again? That was a really unlucky loss. I'm still pretty upset about that. But that's just the way it goes. It's the luck of the draw. It looks like we are hanging in there. Our bear Medabot has super high defense. I think it's really given our team a big boost. If they focus their attacks on the bear dude, I think we will have this battle under wraps pretty easily. We've just used our Meta Force to knock out one of Erika's Medabots. So currently it's 3 versus 2. If we can just accumulate our Meta Force again and hit Erika's main Medabot, we will probably defeat her. I really wasn't expecting a tournament this soon in the game, but I'm really happy that there is. This is way more fun than the previous little adventure we had in the northern area. I do love the battles. They're a lot of fun, but they are super tough. We finally use our Metaforce again, and we've done it. We've defeated Erika's main Medabots. So that's round 1 done. And as we go back to the waiting room, it looks like we are taking on Karen next. She is our next opponent. I know she was quite tough for the first battle. She's got some healing Medabots, but it looks like she's also got some kind of flying Medabot with her now. If we can defeat Karen, hopefully there's only 3 rounds. I don't know how many there are, but after each round you can swap up your Medabot's parts and just get your strategy in order. I have really been enjoying this game so far. There is just one little negative that I don't like about it, is when you encounter wild Medabots all the time, there's no way to escape that. Unlike the Pokemon games where you can use like a max repel item to avoid them, here you can't avoid them. When you encounter wild battles, you just have to take them on. You can't run away either. So So I think that's the only negative to the game. I don't know if there is a way around that, if there is some kind of item or way to escape wild encounter Medabot battles. But if you guys know, please let me know in the comment section. But that's the only negative that I have found with the game so far. Other than that, the game is amazing. I wish they would have continued the series and continued the anime. I'm a huge Medabots fan, and these games really stood out to me. When I played these games as a kid, I loved them. So it's really a shame that the anime stopped and the game stopped. I think it could have really been on par with Digimon and Pokemon, or at least a contender in those main franchises. But we have defeated Karen, and it looks like our medal also leveled up and changed. So we are only getting stronger and stronger. And now the next challenger we are taking on is Sloan from the Screws. So I'm guessing that we might have to take on all of the Screw members again. But at least after each victory, we are earning a Medapod. So we are building up our Medapod collection rapidly. I do want to try and swap some of our parts on our Medabot and try and make them more stronger and efficient. Some of my Medabots are using the wrong parts at the moment, but we are still getting the job done. We've already knocked out one of Sloan's Medabots, so it's 3 versus 2 at the moment. That's going to help us a lot in this battle, but I know his main Medabot has really high defense. It's like attack ground Medabot, so we're going to have to hit it a few times. As you can see, its legs have 120 hit points, so it's going to take us a while to destroy its legs. But we're trying to get all 3 of our Medabots to target Sloan's main Medabot, so we're trying to ignore his other one. And finally, we have defeated and destroyed most of his Medapods with our Medaforce. It's just his head remaining. So if we can get one more Medaforce in or hit it with 2 or 3 attacks, we should have this battle under wraps. I do like all 3 of the Screws main Medabots. I wouldn't mind using one of their Medabots in our team. So hopefully we can get a new part. And yes, we actually get the legs from Sloan's main Medabot. The next person is Spike. So yes, it looks like we do have to take on all the Screws. So wow, we probably have about 5 or 6 battles in this tournament. Hopefully we can win them all. They are getting really tough. If we can defeat Spike, we'll take on Sammy and her Pepper Cat. I really like Pepper Cat, so hopefully we get a part from her if we defeat her. But it looks like Spike's got like 2 bug-looking Medabots. They look like Scyther in a way. They've got the same little scythe hand attacks. It definitely helps to try get all 3 of your Medabots to target the opponent's main Medabots. But there are so many different strategies that sometimes you have to adjust. Like some Medabots heal, some Medabots have defensive moves, some Medabots set traps. But we used our Medaforce, and it looks like we have defeated Spike, and we've got a brand new Medapod as well. And this could be the final battle. We have got Sammy to take on. Hopefully we can win one last time and earn a cool part. If we can get a part from her Pepper Cat, I'll be really happy, but it just comes down to luck. I do like that there is so much strategy involved in this game. Like I said, you do get healing, flying, Medabots that set traps. You get fast Medabots, slow Medabots. There's all kinds of different abilities, so it's not like a straightforward game. There is quite a bit of strategy involved, which I like. It's quite similar to Pokemon in that way. Sammy has 2 flying Medabots that I've never seen before, along with her Pepper Cat, and we're having a tough time in this battle. One of the opponents is setting traps all the time, so our 2nd and 3rd Medabots have lost a lot of parts. We are cutting this battle really close. We're going to try and just build up our Medaforce, and I'm hoping that our Medaforce attack will hit Pepper Cat. You don't really have a choice of who it's going to hit. You just have to roll with it. It's a bit of a gamble. So I'm hoping it hits Pepper Cat. Otherwise, we might lose this battle. Our team is not looking good. We've just gotten lucky that our main Medabot hasn't lost a lot of parts. We finally use our Medaforce again, but unfortunately it doesn't hit Pepper Cat, but we do destroy one of Sammy's Medabots. And it looks like we have also lost a Medabot, so it's 2 versus 2, and our second Medabot is also almost out. It's just our Metabee left, so it's 1 versus 2. This has to hit Pepper Cat, otherwise we're in trouble. We knock out the second Medabot. Unfortunately, our Medaforce didn't hit Pepper Cat again, but it's 1 versus 1. If we can just build up our Medaforce quick enough, hopefully we can get a headshot and win this battle. Pepper Cat uses its Medaforce, but we just hang in there. We use our Medaforce and we destroy Pepper Cat. We have destroyed all of its parts. That was really tough, and we got Pepper Cat's head as a reward. So what an item and what a battle. That was way too close for comfort. Definitely one of the toughest battles we've had in the game, but that was so much fun. So that was all the battles for the tournament. We can now go to the spectator room and catch up with Erika. We didn't even get a reward or prize or anything, so I don't know if there are more battles to come. But it looks like we have met this guy, Dr. Almond or something, and he looks like he's a bad dude. He is the boss of the Rubber Robos, I believe. So it looks like that was the first half of the tournament. We might have to come back and continue the battles, but that's all it's going to be for this one. Thanks for watching.